Morning students, hope everyone is doing good. In last video we discussed different types of fibers. Now we are going to discuss signal distortion in optical fibers. In this signal distortion, today in this video we will discuss signal attenuation and fiber losses. Okay. So when optical signal pulses travel along the fiber medium, the intensity of light or power decreases. If light intensity or power decreases, then signal is said to be attenuated. Otherwise, if the width of the pulse broadens, that we call as dispersion. So that is basically there are two types of signal distortions in the fibers. One is attenuation, another one is dispersion. One is signal attenuation, another one is signal dispersion. Okay. Attenuation is the reduction of power level or reduction of light intensity. Dispersion is the pulse broadening effect. So coming to attenuation, so today we are going to discuss this signal attenuation and different fiber losses. So it is the very important parameter of a optical fiber. So why it became very important parameter? Because attenuation, it limits the optical power which can reach the receiver and limiting the operating span of a system. If it limits the optical power and if it limiting the operating span of a system means attenuation decreases the light transmittance. Attenuation decreases the light transmittance. Okay. So usually the power of light at the output end of optical fiber is less than the power launched at the input end. If power of light at the output end is less than power launched at the input end, then the signal is said to be attenuated. Okay. We know that signal propagation in different types of fibers. It is the fiber. It consists of core. Here it is the inner cylinder which we call as core. This core is surrounded by cladding. Here it is the cladding. So when light passing through the fiber, the propagation of light rays from one end of the fiber to another end of the fiber is the principle of optical fiber. How light propagates from one end of the fiber to another end of the fiber by total internal reflection. Okay. So suppose here we are giving some information. What we are giving at the input, definitely we expect same at the output. But practically it is very difficult to get the same at the output because of so many factors. Means then the signal is said to be attenuated. Okay. So how we define signal attenuation? It is the ratio of power of light coming out at the output end to the input optical power into the fiber. Okay. Now this attenuation coefficient is given by, so here it is the attenuation coefficient alpha equal to minus 10 by L log output optical power by input optical power. Here we calculate loss per kilometer. So here it is the decibels per kilometer. So attenuation loss is generally measured in terms of decibels. Means decibels per kilometer is the standard unit for attenuation. L is the length of the fiber. Okay. So here this attenuation, it is the function of wavelength of the light, fiber material and length of the fiber. Okay. So now what factors causes the signal attenuation? What are the causes for signal attenuation? There are so many factors, so many causes. One is waveguide structure, material compositions, material scattering, microbending losses, mode coupling radiation losses. So many factors are there. Because of these so many factors, signal attenuation takes place. Okay, so now we discuss what are the basic attenuation mechanisms. These basic attenuation mechanisms are nothing but these are the fiber losses. So mainly here we discuss three fiber losses, three different types of fiber losses. One is scattering losses. This is due to fiber structural imperfections. Second one is absorption losses due to fiber material. And third one is radiative losses due to bending of fiber. Okay, now coming to scattering losses, we know that here scattering is the process in which all or some of the optical power is transferred from one mode to another mode. That is from guided mode to radiation mode. So like this, light scattered in all possible direction. It changes its mode. Okay. So now what causes scattering losses? First one is there are so many causes. First one is microscopic variations in density of the fiber material. Next, compositional fluctuations, structural inhomogeneities, and structural defects in fibers. Okay, these are the main causes for scattering losses. Now, we know that in glass fibers, the glass contains many microscopic inhomogeneities. Suppose if we take the glass in optical fiber is an amorphous solid that is formed by allowed the glass to cool from its molten state at high temperatures until it freezes. We know that molten state means if we take rock, metal, glass, whatever be the material, it has been heated to a very high temperatures and has become a hot, thick liquid. Okay. So during this process, submicroscopic variation in the density of glasses in the fiber takes place. Submicroscopic variations in the density of glass in the fiber takes place. And another one, the dopants added to glass to modify the, suppose if we take the dopants added to silica to modify the refractive index also causes the fluctuations in refractive index that leads to inhomogeneities in the fiber. Okay, so the microscopic variations of densities and inhomogeneities act as reflecting and refracting facets. Reflecting and refracting facets. Due to this, a portion of light signal passing through the glass fiber, it gets scattered. This causes the scattering losses in fiber. A portion of light signal passing through the optical fiber, it gets scattered in all possible directions. Okay, if it's scattered in all possible direction, it causes the scattering losses in fibers. Finally, the intensity of the beam decreases. Intensity of the pulse decreases. Okay, that is scattering losses in optical fibers. So when the homogeneity size of the fiber is, suppose if it is smaller than the wavelength of the light, then that type of scattering here we call as Rayleigh scattering. Same when it is greater than the, when the inhomogeneous size of the fiber is greater than the 1/10 of wavelength of light, then that scattering is Mayer scattering. Okay, one is Rayleigh scattering, another one is Mayer scattering. Rayleigh scattering is if inhomogeneity size of the fiber is smaller than the wavelength of light. That scattering we call as Rayleigh scattering. When it is greater than the 1/10 of wavelength of light, then it is scattered. That scattering we call as Mayer scattering. Okay. So now, how to minimize these scattering losses?